Welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andy O.
We are KAMMA. We are about to talk about UFC Vegas 95, our final predictions, thoughts, and face-offs for the prelims. And this is the UFC Vegas 95, Marcin Tybura versus Sergey Spivak. We're going to start off with the first fight of the prelims here. We got Stephanie Luciano versus Talita Alencar. Who you got here, Andy O?
Yeah, here I'm gonna stick with Stephanie Luciano to just pile on that cumulative damage and just win it that way on points by decision when the fight's over. Here we were expecting Luciano to be a lot taller. She is, and Alan Sarr looks to be one of those more kind of stronger, compact style bodies, right? And I think we're gonna pretty much see what we saw last time. It's takedown after takedown, or at least attempts by Alan Sarr, and takedown defense by Luciano, and just try to get as much volume as she can.
All right, yeah, man. So yeah, we are in agreement, man. I definitely still have Stephanie Luciano winning this fight. I have to say that Talita Alencar is a little thicker and a
Yeah.
little bit more muscular than Stephanie Luciano. But obviously, Luciano is way taller and she's more ripped than Alencar. I think that the height advantage and the reach advantage, let's not forget, we talked about this, man. The height advantage is absolutely really insane. You can see it here in the picture. It's 5'6" to 5'1". It's a 5-inch height advantage, okay? And the reach advantage is insane. It's an 8-inch reach advantage. So for me, I think that all that Stephanie has to really do is stay at a distance, keep her distance from Talita, piece her up on the feet with jabs, with punches, with good strikes, good kicks. And she needs to just fend off those takedowns. That's all she needs to do. Keep the fight on the feet. She's going to get the win here, man. And she already, in the last fight, she fended off 20 takedowns. It was Talita had only 4 out of her 24 takedown attempts. So, you know,
Thing
Stephanie
is, not all
takedowns.
not all takedowns are intended to take you down. Like, Marab, for instance, he tries 50 takedowns a fight, and they wear on you, man, as the fight goes on. Hopefully, she can hit her with some damaging strikes in between that, because Alan Sarr is going to come at her.
Exactly, and I
Yeah.
think that with that reach advantage, she'll be able to piece her up on the feet, get the jabs to the face there, and start hurting Alencar, slowing her down if she uses some leg kicks and keeps her distance. So yeah, both in agreement here with the first fight of the prelims. Stephanie Luciano is the pick here. I got Stephanie Luciano winning by straight up decision. What about you?
Yeah, decision, Luciano.
All right, so let's move on up to the next fight. We got Youssef Zalal versus Jarno Aarons. My pick is also staying the same here, man. I got I got I got Youssef Zalal beating Jarno Aarons here.
Uh,
Jarno
uh,
Aarons is a little bit taller than Youssef Zalal. You can see he's a little bit taller. But they're both in great shape. They both look ripped. They both are muscular. They're both like really in good shape, and they're pretty much almost the same. I like Youssef Zalal. I think he's going to be the more skillful fighter in this one. I think that he's got more skills than Jarno Aarons. I think he's fought better fighters than Jarno Aarons, and I think he's going to get the win here by KO or submission. What about you?
yeah, I'm sticking with Zalal here also. I like the way he looks since he's been back, of course, and yeah, I like his overall skills better as well. I still don't think if it was a pure kickboxing match that he would win the fight for sure, but it's not. It's MMA. So I'm looking for Zalal to get a let's say a sub, let's say a sub or a decision.
All right, perfect. We're still in agreement. No changes here so far in the prelims. Yusuf Zalal is the pick. And how do you, yeah, you said you had him finishing a sub or decision, eh?
Yeah.
I got the KO sub. All right, moving on up the card to the next fight. We got,
All right. So next year we got Carl Williams and Yonata Dinitz. So the pick here is still Carl Williams. I think he's going to get his ground game going. Dinitz is very dangerous with his power on the feet, though, but I'm counting on Carl Williams to work in those takedowns and just get some control time, man. He has to contain this beast, you know, he has to contain that power, and I think he's going to do it. So give me Carl Williams with the decision because he's a decisionator, right?
He is a decision machine, man. I gotta say here, Jonathan Denise, he is taller.
He's bigger too, man. He's bigger.
He's in decent shape. He's pretty muscular and he's much thicker. And I think he's a little bit fatter though than Carl Williams there around the stomach area there.
For some reason, I thought Carl Williams would be bulkier. I don't know why.
Well, I feel like Jonata Denise is not as in good shape as Carl Williams. I feel like Carl Williams is more ripped. He's leaner. He also has muscles as well, but Jonata Denise is a little bit more thicker and a little bit more muscular. But this fight here, if Jonata doesn't land the knockout, he's going to be in trouble. I think Carl Williams, with the grappling and wrestling skills of Carl Williams, I think he's going to take him down, get him on the ground, do some ground and pound, and I think he wins by. I have him winning here by decision. But the KO could happen if he gets on top of him on the ground and lands some very good ground and pound. So decision is the pick, but a KO could happen if he gets some good ground and pound there.
Also, how much cardio does Dinitz even have?
Exactly. That's the thing. He's a big guy, and he like I said, he looks a little bit heavier. He's not as lean as Carl Williams there. I think he could gas out. We don't know how long. If we take a quick look at the Journal Aaron's his wins there.
Yonata's wins.
Sorry, Yonata's wins. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm looking too. We got
I think he finishes his fights early.
Yeah, most of them in round one. I see one round three win several fights ago. Flying knee punch.
Okay. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, most of his wins there, exactly. Yeah. So Austin Lane was in round two. Then after that was round one, round one, round one, round one, round one, round one, round one.
Yeah, speaking of that Austin Lane fight, Austin Lane actually even took him down. Like they're saying, Dinitz wasn't expecting it at all. Fair enough, but if Austin Lane can take you down like that, you think Williams can, right?
Absolutely, Williams will take him down easy. But yeah, so yeah, I think that definitely Jonata Denise could gas out. We haven't seen how he looks in the later rounds there. So if he doesn't get that knockout in the first round, he might be one of these first round of bust guys. So Carl Williams is the pick here. We are in agreement. Beautiful. Let's go move on up to the next fight here on the card. Carol Rosa versus Penny Kianzad. Now, I was actually very surprised in this one. Okay.
How so?
Topology says that Penny Kianzad is taller than Carol Rosa. They have Penny Kianzad at 5'7", and they've got Carol Rosa at 5'5". What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Carol Rosa's taller. Carol Rosa's taller.
I don't know, man. I saw exactly the same height when they showed the closer shot, but I like this shot better because you could see both their bodies. But
still, at least she's not shorter. Like
no way.
Said. So that right there, I'm very happy, man. I'm happy to see that because Carol Rosa actually looks a little bit taller there. So it's fantastic to see that because now I feel even more confident in her winning and getting the takedowns and the grappling. I think she's going to have an easier time now taking down Penny Kianzad, especially that she's taller.
I don't think it's going to change anything, but I know it. I know they're going the distance, man. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I just feel more confident of her winning. They're both about the same size and built, okay? But like I said, I think Carol's going to win by a decision or maybe a KO. I like that Carol Rosa has the better grappling and wrestling, and I think that she's going to use it on Penny. And like I said, on the feet, Carol Rosa will hold her own now. And now that I see that she's taller a bit, I think it's going to be a much better fight for Carol Rosa in this one. So I got Carol Rosa winning by KO or decision.
Yes. Well, I'll take it all as good news. I'm going to go with Carol Rosa for decision here. I think she will use some of that ground game. I think she will go for a couple takedowns, probably not as many as we'd like, but she has high volume, right? So she's definitely gonna hit up Kanzad a little bit throughout this fight. Also, man, I have no faith in Kanzad anymore. She made no improvements in the ground game in all her fights in the UFC so far. I just can't pick her anyway. So give me Rosa by decision.
I just like the fact that, she got subbed by Macy Chiasson. She lost to Caitlin Vieira and Raquel Pennington. And it's really because of the fact that those girls can grapple. And I think Carol Rosa, with her grappling, is going to get the win there. All right, moving on up to the last fight of the prelims.
All right, so the last fight here we got Kazama against Gregorio, and I caught this just as they were calmly facing.
Amazing picture.
Gregorio all of a sudden screams in Kazama's face. And this is the exact moment it happened. And yeah, pretty intense, I guess. That was the highlight, the highlight of the whole thing. And my pick is still going to be Gregorio. I think his leg kicks, his pressure, it's going to be too much for Kazama here. And I think Gregorio is way better than his 8-4 record. And the odds are definitely indicating that. Who you got, real deal?
Yeah, man, we are in agreement with all the fights here in the prelims, man. I got Gregorio as well, Chara Lampos, Gregorio. Now, both these guys are ripped as fuck, and these guys
Yeah.
are muscular. They're pretty much the same height. They both look in fantastic shape, ripped and muscular. But one thing is Kazama's chin is weak as fuck. And again, what you mentioned there, I loved seeing Gregorio get up in his face and start screaming at him just out of the blue there to shock everybody. For me, that makes, and you saw Kazama flinch when he did that. It shows me that Gregorio is confident and he's hyped and he's ready to fight. He's hyped up. He looks pumped. And yeah, I think he's going to get the KO or win by decision in this one. We talked about it, man. The guy's chin, Kazama, his chin is really, really bad. If we look at his losses just recently, man, the last two losses in a row, he got knocked out by Garrett Armfield. And all it takes, too, is just a straight punch. He had a straight right. Garrett Armfield knocked him out with a straight right. And Rinya Nakamura knocked him out with a straight left. So all Gregorio has to do is just punch him straight in the face. And he'll probably knock him out. He also got knocked out in the LDH league by some guy named Shoji Saito, so with a flying knee there. So his chin is really destroyed, man. I really got Gregorio winning this one. I think he gets a knockout or the decision, but knockout first for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the same. I say he knocks him out also.
There you have it, folks. Our final predictions for the prelims, our thoughts and the face-offs. Please like and subscribe and listen to our next video where we talk about the main card.
MMA, baby.
Peace out, folks.